bloody.
Right, what happened last time?
Oh, in the
Oh, yes.
game, well, you split up. So some of you were at the farm, and so Alanthea
Yeah, I'm done.
was at the Golden Gibbet, and he met a dwarf called Frodrick, who had a bit of a proposition for him and said, if you bring the party to come and see me, I may be prepared to pay them to come to an island. And he said at the time that it was a party that he had that had piqued his interest. So,
like a fun party?
Well, he said
or like
it was,
we are a party.
No, like a fun party, like drinks and possibly sausages on sticks and stuff.
Like Big Fish, Little Fish, cardboard box, as Tom is
maybe
illustrating.
or maybe it's just ice cream and jelly. I don't know. You might have to go and attend to find out whether it's a Big Fish, Little Fish, or a ice cream and jelly kind of party.
Yeah.
I gotta hope it's ice cream and jelly. Are we going off track here? Right. Okay. So what?
Entirely different.
Good. So where are the rest of them?
So Mercer and Hagen and Charles and Ezra and Kiana and Egg and Ginger the goat are at Ethel's farm, just outside of the city of Oldford. You, Alanthea, are at the Golden Gibbet, and you have just woken up in your room, and it's kind of your choice now. You have arranged to meet with Frodrick for breakfast, and you do have time to head over to the farm and talk to your party before that if you wish.
That would be better, I think, to go over beforehand, then go and talk to him, and then have to refer it all. If I've got time beforehand, I will go and find them all.
Okay.
And walk over there.
All right. So you head out. It's a fairly frosty start to the morning. It is just getting light, and you do make your way successfully to Ethel's farm, where on approaching, there is a bit of hoarfrost on the ground. You can see Ginger's tied to a stake outside, happily munching away on some grass. You can see a bit of smoke from the fire, and there is the first signs of life in the farmhouse. What would you like to do?
I shall go and knock on the door.
At which the door creaks open, and Ethel pokes her head out and says, "Oh, good morning, dear. Come on in. Breakfast's on."
Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, I shan't be stopping for breakfast as I have a meeting, but I need to speak to the others of the party to speak to my party to talk to them beforehand, if that's okay. Are they up yet? I doubt it very much.
No.
Some are. Mercer's out and about. Would you mind taking your boots off before you come in?
Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll wait outside. If you could just get one of them here, I can always let them know what's happening.
Okay, your choice. So you hear a bit of murmuring around, and at that, Mercer comes to the door. What would you like to do?
Hey, Mercer. I have found us an exhibition. That would be interesting. We're off to look at an art exhibition. I found us an expedition, and I thought I would invite you all to join me for breakfast, and this dwarf who is offering us some money to go and go on a trip with him to a party of sorts at a island. And I thought I'd better let you all know, first of all, if you would like to come.
At the words money and party, Charles appears as if summoned.
Money? Party?
And is like,
The Hobbit appears.
what's this?
The Hobbit appears closely behind, going, Could be good, could be a bit dodge. Do you think that because it's on an island, we should make sure we've got an escape route?
Certainly.
Also, is
Ezra
there like
wakes up
any
really.
more details
Let
to
me
this?
wake up.
Well,
Let me wake up.
I'm going back to have breakfast with him. I spent some time with him last night, and he seems a very fine fellow.
Ezra is missing all this conversation. He's not awake. Quick, let me wake him up.
So are you gonna wake us back?
Ezra wakes up, but he's very groggy. But you see, he's wearing like a nightgown that is like really similar to what he wears every day as his robe, but it's like grey instead of black, and it comes up a little bit higher, and it's his nightgown, and he looks super cute. Okay, he's awake and listening.
I really wanted you to say that it's got rabbits on the pocket.
Oh my god, that would be really. Yes, it has rabbits on the pocket.
Is he wearing a hat like Scrooge with the bauble on the top?
Yeah, and a nightcap.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
carrying a little candle.
He seems quite a trustworthy fellow. I don't know. He doesn't seem to know too much about it, but he was offering us. Now I've managed to get my documents photographed at home and put on Messenger. Hang on. He was offering us. Hang on. 5 ducats a day, but more if all of us go. He was offering me 5 ducats a day, but more if all of us go.
We're being paid to go to a party
Yeah.
Are we paid?
on an island.
What are we being
With some
paid for?
random
That
To protect
sucks.
him?
They're
To
No.
get him to the party?
They're
To
gonna
protect
eat
him
us.
while he's at the party?
Sorry.
Please
You
do
eat
not
us.
correct me to that.
Atlantis size. Well, if you all come to the breakfast, you'll find out, won't you?
What's for breakfast?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's at the pub.
This is
Man,
this,
it's like
this is
you-
full of
Honestly, it's
It's
disappointment.
like you've
This
never
expedition.
met me.
You don't seem to know anything, Alanthea.
I think you're being swindled and tricked.
I would suggest some mushrooms, perchance.
Well,
Probably some
you know
mushrooms.
what? We are a team, and more than that, we're a family. And if one of us is being swindled and tricked, we are all being swindled and tricked.
I don't
So
want
we
to
No,
may
be
as well go and
swindled
have some
tricked.
breakfast.
I think
One
this is
of
a
us
bad.
if one of us is
idea.
being swindled and tricked, then the rest of us are going to kiss and doing the swindling and tricking. That's how it works.
I guess those
That's
are
fair.
two equally valid perceptions.
It works. Okay, let's all go to the pub, and I'll tell you now, the breakfast had better be good.
I'll buy you 2.
Are we going to bring Egg or are we going to leave him with Ethel?
Let's leave him with Ethel.
Best leave him, I think. Even though he is a goblin, I think it's better for his safety if we don't take him.
I'll bring you something cool, baby boy.
We're just going into the city.
Eggs
The
just
goat as well.
Eggs just sat at Ethel's table, tucking into bacon and eggs right now, and Ethel's
Cool.
desperately trying to cram some toast into your pockets.
Will Ethel look after my goat?
Oh, of course, dear. Yes,
Oh,
I can look after Ginger for you.
He
I'll-
can
I'll
help
give you
you
a
on
little
your
bit-
farm.
I'll give you a little bit of money, Ethel, if you need it for like goat food, but don't hang your washing out because the goat will have it.
Oh, thank you for the advice.
Mercer.
There really is no
I
need. Would you
think
mind if I milked
we
Ginger?
should ask Ethel. If
Oh
she
no,
would
help
like to be
yourself.
Auntie
Milk,
Ethel.
cheese. Ginger's a great goat. And
Well,
don't
I have my juice,
get
please.
white and not
It's
a
not
weird
juice.
orange colour.
It's squash.
And
Depending on how
Or you can
long
say
you
it's
are,
alcohol.
there may be some goat cheese for you when you get
Ting.
back.
I was going to say
fantastic.
day.
Thanks,
I mean,
Ethel.
Friday. Oh, it's 20 past.
Okay, off we go to the pub.
Oh, jazz hands.
Okay, so as you make your way
Please
back
don't
through the city,
I'm going to tick.
you can see that things are starting to get a bit busier. People are wandering around. There's the odd market stall starting up here and there. And
That's a new.
you do make
Keep
your
stepping
way successfully to the pub. And
Can I discuss with Mercer about the guardsman that was he the captain of the guard?
Yes, he was.
Please
and
do.
about the fact that he was offering. I'd managed to acquire the possibility of. So what was it? He was getting a discount, wasn't he?
10% discount on
Yeah.
fight training.
And that I'd solely on my own managed to get 10% discount for her if it was a case that she wanted to do some training. Although it might have to wait till after after our. I've done it again. Expedition. I know it's an exhibition again. Something wrong with me today.
Yes, you can definitely have that
We're going to a
conversation.
museum. Yeah, I should definitely get some fighting training.
Go back to uni.
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we go through and see if we've got time to do it before he wants to go away,
How much money do I have? Okay.
or whether he needs to depart ASAP, and then we're going to have to do it on our way back.
Okay. So what would you like to? Would
Yeah,
you
we
like to
can
go
talk
to
to
the
him at
pub
breakfast.
first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you make your way up to the pub. Are you going in?
Maybe
Yeah.
I should go visit the Bane Elves by myself, and then they'll make friends with me.
You will die.
Go ahead. See how that. Let us know how that works out for you. If you ever can.
But I want to go to
We'll
the
go to
party
this
too.
party without you.
I'm gonna party with some Bane Elves. It's gonna be
Yeah.
sick.
By party, you mean
Get
die.
Maybe there'll be some Bane elves at the party. You never know.
That
Maybe
would be
someone with
exciting.
a really bad like fancy dress.
Ooh, chocolate
It
cheekbone.
turns out it goes, hey dude, it's got like some dodgy ears stuck on the top, like a little.
Is it gonna be a? Is it gonna be a fireworks party? Please, can we have a fireworks party? Because I'm sad.
No,
What,
you're not.
because you didn't get to
We're
have
all
a fireworks
sad.
party?
Goat. You can't have fireworks anymore. It upsets goats.
We're far
The
enough
goat's
away from
staying
the goat.
behind.
It's fine.
Oh, do we have to have fireworks?
Well,
Yeah.
maybe you could purchase some fireworks, or
Yes,
even
let's
make
do
your
that
own.
now. You all go and talk to the boring guy with Olympia, and I will go to the shop. and buy fireworks.
Do you have any idea how expensive they are? It's black powder. It's a very expensive, I should imagine, item to
I'm sure it's not going to be as expensive as you.
Get Professor Whiskers in my head just for
and
no
you're going to
reason.
buy. You're going
Powder? You talking about some black powder?
and then use the explosives to make
Good,
footprints in the sky.
Also,
rather
I
than
forget you have facial hair. Your chin felt weird.
like
Okay, you people all go into the pub and have a quick chat, and then I'm popping
Yes.
to the shop.
Okay. So
Okay.
you make your way inside, and you can see that there are a few people sat at tables. Alanthea, you notice Thodrick is sat at a table, and next to Thodrick is a guy with short hair. He's quite broad. He's wearing a cloak, bit of stubble, and he's got quite a sort of stern expression. They do seem to be deep in conversation. What would you like to do?
have they spotted us?
Not at the moment, no, they're still deep in conversation.
Can I eavesdrop? Can I try and eavesdrop? Oh, I need a dice roller because I left my dice at home. Hang on, online dice roller.
Yeah, you can do if you'd like to. You will need to make a stealth check.
Oh my god. Ironically, I got a 2, but then I realised it's on a D6 on this app. Hang on. Oh, I got a 9. What's stealth? Oh, stealth. I don't think I'm particularly. Hang on. Stealth be like 3. So I'd be like really not. I've obviously entered the building and I'm like hanging around.
So you try and sidle your way up to the table with a group of other people that are trying to sidle their way up with you, kind of sidestepping as you go, and then you hear Thodrick go, yeah, that's her, that's her, right over there. And the guy, stern-looking guy, suddenly looks up and looks straight at you, Alanthea.
Does he look me in the eyes?
He does look you in the eyes.
Is he attractive?
Pardon? Is he attractive? You can see that.
Person in not getting any.
Excuse me.
Oh, and Mercer. Well, it depends what you call a
When
tread
did
trick,
Hagen start
really.
getting any? From the goat? What?
The goat.
He's got a fair few scars. He's obviously seen a bit of combat action. And when he looks at you, he says, he kind of calls you over.
He calls me over. He calls me over.
He does.
Calls me. He calls the Lanfield over.
He does. Deal with it.
I'll go over.
It's my ice cream.
I'll walk over like.
Oh no, I killed a crack on my screen protector when I put it in the bowl.
I'll bump into the table when I'm doing it.
This is why I have a screen protector.
Are you flirting, Alanthea?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided.
Okay, all right.
I need to
What's
find
the
out
mood?
if he's intelligent enough to accept for my brains.
So he does as you approach. He pulls a chair out for you, and he kind of says to your friends, he says, "Please come and have a seat." What would everybody like to do?
Does he, like, when he's doing that, have they accepted the rest of them are in the group with me, or are they like, or is it like all about, haven't worked it out yet?
No, he's pulled a seat out for you, but he's kind of offered seats to the other guys as well. Whilst this is happening, Hagen, you are busily making your way around some market stalls outside.
I'm having a nice time looking for fireworks.
Yeah, you can see that there's a stall that sells kind of meats and things like that. There's a vegetable stall. You can hear people are starting to hammer metal here and there. And there's also a stall in one corner that appears to have lots of little kind of clay bottles and also some glass bottles.
I want some fireworks.
Dude, I'm a ticking time bomb.
So back to the pub. Is everybody sitting at the table, or?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I want to hear him out.
So as you sit down, he just puts his hand up to you, Alanthea, and your party, and you can hear him saying to Thodrick, "What have you told her?" So Thodrick says, I told her about the party, and you told her about a party. You've got your facts completely wrong, Thodrick. You know we're paid to be there for protection.
So you're obviously the brains of this operation, are you?
I mean,
Well, I'm the one who's got the letter telling us that we need to go to this party and make sure that nothing bad happens.
go away.
Do anyone in particular, or just generally? Is babysitting an entire party?
All I know is it's this guy called Sir Dawid. I've never met the guy, but he's paying, or he's prepared to pay us quite well.
I think someone just broke something in my house.
To add to it, because obviously two people aren't exactly going to be able to stop punishment.
Cool. If you and your
Someone definitely
party,
just broke something in my house.
if you and your party have the credentials, I am prepared to pay you each 5 ducats a day.
I
think most people could vouch for me. I'm quite well known around these areas.
She's very annoying.
Yes, Thodrick was saying.
I'll do it.
Well,
I'll do it.
No,
You
the
in?
point is they need to check that you're legit before they'll give you money, Charles. We can
So-
all say we'll do it.
Surely I also have to agree, right?
I'm
I think
not
that was a
asking for a
given.
CV, but I do need some form of proof. What have you and your party achieved?
Very
That
good.
is a very good question.
If we still had those goblin ears, it would be great.
No, we gave them to the dude for money.
Well, we've killed more goblins than you could even care for. What else have we killed? Oh, and undead. Undead is a bit of a speciality. We're rather good at that, and we've been on another mission for someone about acquiring an artifact or two for them.
Oh
Can
yeah,
I-
Lantia,
can I-
just
no sign.
fucking
The
I'm gonna
daggers,
go into specifics, Charles. Come
no sign of like the
spread that around.
Sorry, Tom, say again.
There's no sign of that tattoo of the heart with the daggers on him that I can see from what flesh he has on him.
He's covered, so you can't see his arms. There doesn't appear to be any tattoos on his face, just the odd scar.
And I might ask, how do we know that you are any good at what you seem to say you are? You have a lot of scars there. You have a lot of scars there. But that doesn't mean you're good. That might just mean you're very easy to hit.
So with that, he pulls out a big bag of money, plonks it on the table and says, I'm the one who's prepared to pay you 5 ducats a day.
Well, then we
Yeah.
we perfectly accept.
Do you want to do like a?
Accept the
We'll
question.
pick Mercer and we'll do like a Skyrim style brawl where no one like dies.
Don't pick me.
Yeah.
No, you're the. Wait,
I'm
who has
about
the
to
highest
get fighting training for a reason.
Who has the highest fighting? And
Mine
then
is
you do like a
7.
Skyrim style brawl with this dude.
You're going to go fist fight with him.
My fighting is a
Where
7.
one of us just punches him
What's your
until one of
fighting,
us
do you know?
wins.
First,
Not going
first
to be
one
that
on the
high though, is
floor.
it?
Right, so with that, you see him look over to the landlord and he goes, Landlord, bring us a helmet each and a frying pan.
No! Oh no! I know what's
Oh,
about to happen.
magnificent.
I'm about to get hit in the head with.
Not
Why?
necessarily you.
Yeah, do it.
So
Oh,
then
no.
the landlord brings over a couple of rusty helmets and just plonks them on the table.
You know the
A
video.
couple of frying pans on top. And the guy that you've been talking to says, this game's called CLANG. You knock me off my seat and we have a deal.
We have a quest riding
Okay,
on
but
this
can
Mercer.
we
Who's
just check real
gonna
quick?
take me
Who
on?
has the highest fighting skill?
Mine is 7.
Mine is also 7.
Fantastic.
Fighting skill. Oh, I don't think Alanti is very good. Fighting.
Oh my angry.
Mine's 7. Alanti is 7 as well, but
Brilliant.
This is why I'm getting training, because this is supposed to be the bit that I'm good at.
I've got a question, Lars. You know, I've got dragon
But
skill.
Mercer's toughness is highest.
Am I able to try and
True.
cast it on Mercer? Or do you think that's something that would be an advanced, a future level up? Which way?
You can only cast it on yourself. However, Charles, if she's sneaky, could enchant Mercer's frying pan.
If you get caught
I don't
enchanting
think
my
you need
frying
it,
pan,
Mercer,
you're
to be
so
honest.
screwed. Okay, but I am the one doing it. Is this because I'm less likely to fall off my seat?
Yeah, because you have the highest toughness.
That is true. Where the fuck is my dummy? Oh, I found it.
So
Alright.
you might not knock him off your seat, but he probably won't knock you off your seat either.
We're gonna pretend that you said that, right?
No, I did. No, wait,
No, you
did I?
No. You're like, you might not knock him off your seat, but he won't
Shit.
knock you off your seat.
I
Like,
was
great,
so
so my
close.
seat's not going anywhere.
So you doing this, Mercer?
Yeah, I'll try.
We're going to call this a straight up dice roll. Okay?
Okay.
If it looks
So-
like it's going badly, I'll enchant the frying pan.
The guy pulls out
You can say.
a bench and he sort of straddles it, and he motions you to do the same thing, puts his helmet on, gets his frying pan,
Oh wait, where's my helmet, dude?
And he says,
Oh,
you can have the first shot.
and
Ask, have you seen the video of the 2 knights who are doing this? It's brilliant. Yeah, love it. Absolutely.
please.
Lars.
I got a 3.
Yes,
Wait!
Ezra?
Sorry.
I was going to say, because my patron is the goddess of fortune, could I say a prayer to her?
Absolutely.
To sort of, like, help support.
You can do.
Yeah.
So if this doesn't work, so if the guy rolls higher, or sorry, rolls under 3, you can make your prayer to the lady. Okay, so
Awesome.
he rolls.
No.
So you have smacked him
Fucking floor.
straight across the floor. He kind of just,
So if you can hit me off my seat, I don't even let me finish the
and you
question.
see the head kind of wobble a bit, and then he just goes straight over onto the side. And
And then we have Ezra give him a
eventually
healing
kind of
spell.
picks himself up and he says, okay, you've got a deal.
Woo!
Hey. Where's the talky bit? How do I bring up the chat on here?
There's a button at the bottom, and it literally just
Yeah.
says chat.
It's a little speech bubble at the bottom that says chat.
From now on, this is how it must all be done. I'll leave that for you to look at in the break. But it's not the one that I wanted to it's hilarious. I don't know where I'd find that one. Oh, I've got something brought to me.
Bro.
Sorry.
Do we know any more about this? About this? Who's employing us, or is that up to you? Are you the person that knows who's dealing with this?
If I could tell you, I would. I don't. I know this guy's called Sir Dawid, and I know that he's invited us to an island southeast of here. Just,
Party is this?
pardon?
What sort of party is this?
Again, I don't have the details. I'm expecting trouble. That's all I will say. I mean, why else would they invite myself and Throdrick? And why else would he explicitly say, I want you to look out for trouble?
So, you don't think we're going to be invited to some cult with a sudden desire to murder lots of people in the name of? Oh, what was the name of the god?
Nogra.
Nogra.
Logra.
Let's
see how he reacts to the word Logra.
Snogra. He appears to know about Snogra, but he says, I've not heard of any connection between Snogra and Sir Dawid.
Do you want some?
I would not be risking this if I didn't think it was worth the money. And with your support, I feel a lot more confident going there.
When do we have to set off?
Well, the party's this weekend.
So how many days? Like, I'm just thinking for training for trying to improve our frying pan skills. Well,
Yeah.
one of us to improve our frying pan skills. Not that they need it.
So I would like to give us 2 days worth of travel. We're now 4 days away from the weekend. So I feel that if you needed to do any training before we go, you'd need to do it within the next 24 hours.
Ooh,
Ah!
Ursa.
Is there anywhere I can get some shooting training?
Do you want some training before we leave?
Yeah. How much money have I got? Yeah. I can do that.
Well, I think, yeah, because he was giving me a discount, wasn't he? But he's still charging us.
Yeah.
The only training you've
Quite a lot of money
heard
as well.
about so far, Charles, is hand to hand. You haven't heard about any shooting.
Yes, Charles. Very nice. Thank you.
Appreciate my dinosaur blanket. It glows in the dark.
It is actually very cool.
It does look very
And
cool.
there's-
But yes, I'll get some fighting
This
training before I leave.
Diplodocus has a hat.
So,
This
whilst
is a
they're
T-Rex
doing
on
all
a
of that,
skateboard.
Hagen, you're still in the marketplace and you're looking around these market stalls. Is there any stall you would like to go and visit?
Well, do any of them look fireworky?
The one that looks most fireworky is the one with clay and glass bottles.
Okay, let's go over there and have a look.
Okay, so when you make your way over, you can see that it's basically a trestle table, and on
Okay.
there are kind of clay jars and glass bottles with different kind of powders and substances in them. And there is a hobbit behind the trestle table,
Nice.
who is looking at you with interest and a bit of a sparkle in their eye.
Do I know this hobbit?
You don't recognise them, no.
Okay. And I go up and say, my days, it's good to see another hobbit around this place. I haven't seen one of my own kind for so long. How are you, my friend?
I can't complain. Likewise, I don't see too many hobbits here either. Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, I was looking for something that would cause a nice bit of a bang, few pretty sparks and colours, just to brighten the place up a bit. And also on the side, something that could create a nice little explosion as a diversion if we need one.
Well, you've come to the right place. So, the hobbit very carefully picks up a little clay jar and opens the lid and shows you the contents. The contents to you look like a black powder, a little bit like pepper. And he says, this will cause a bang.
Okay. Will it cause a bang in pretty colours, or will it cause a bang as a diversion?
This will definitely cause a bang as a diversion. However, if you were to add some of this, and he grabs another little glass jar and opens it out, and you can see that that contains some sort of little pieces of metal. It says, this will create a bang for diversion and some sparkles.
Lovely. How much is it?
Well, before we talk about money, would you like your sparkles in any particular colour?
All the colours of the rainbow.
Ah, in which case he goes, and basically holds out several jars in all the colours of the rainbow and says, if you mix this with this and this, you will have a diversion of many colours.
Ooh, lovely. How much will this be? My good hobbit.
Well, sadly, it doesn't come cheap.
Oh.
A pinch of this, the diversion, will cost.
That was vodka.
It's a mixture.
So I think
But
we
the vodka
got
didn't
to
help.
the horrible moment where we were talking about price.
Money.
So-
Yeah, how much money?
So the Hobbit says to you, for a pinch of this black substance,
Yes.
your distraction, your diversion, that will cost you a ducat a pinch.
How much distraction or a diversion do I get for a pinch?
How much distraction? You would get
Yeah.
a distraction of some note.
Awesome. I'll take
Not-
two.
Hey,
Not
a
enough
ducat is
notes
super cheap. Get loads.
not enough notes to blow a door off its hinges. More like enough notes to make a horse kick.
How much do I need to blow a door off its hinges?
I think you'd be looking for something more along the lines of 5 ducats worth.
Oh, I'm totally going to get one of those. And then I'll get, how many ducats have I got, Charles?
Dude, I lost track many weeks ago.
I knew we should never have let you be treasurer.
You're supposed to keep track of your own money.
Well, I could tell you what your party worth is at the moment, and you could just divide that by 5.
That's
No.
not how it is, because it's not equal.
That's not how it is.
Yeah.
Because we've all been buying
You'd
stuff
all
to
let me
re-kit.
keep a spreadsheet
If
when I
I'm
suggested
blowing-
making a spreadsheet.
Stop,
This would
stop.
have been fine. But
Party
no,
ducats
don't
are
have a spreadsheet to start with.
1,160.
No one needs a
Basically,
spreadsheet.
I have 226, and I know
That means
that I think I've got a bit
that.
more than most of you for some reason. Is
Oh,
that
no.
maybe a chance?
showing off, Tom, because you know
Because
I've
you all bought a load of kit, and I only bought like 2 things.
I haven't got anything. I should have loads of money.
We all restocked it.
A bit of
Oh
food.
yeah, you bought a lot
several
of
weeks
food.
ago.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
So
Like holy
I
water and
have
shit.
167 ducats. I'm gonna say you have about 160. So
Because
write
I was
that
going to say
down.
you two had almost even numbers.
Yeah.
why
and
have I
then-
only got 160?
I hoarded all my
Well,
money.
because
money.
you bought loads of rations that one time
And holy water and things like that.
and holy
Oh,
water.
that's fair. Okay, but if I'm buying a distraction and blowing doors off, that's going to be useful for all of us. And I am only supposed
But
to.
we're not there. We're in the pub.
However, I will expect you to cough up at some point.
So who's there then?
It's your distraction. If we don't use it, why
just
do we
take
have
it from
to
the
pay?
party
Okay.
fund.
Hagen and a
Which has-
hobbit
yeah.
with a twinkling
You're the one
eye.
that wants fireworks.
Then it's
Hagen.
the
You
party
can buy
fund.
the fireworks
supposed
with
to
your
let you
own
ducats in
money.
the party
You can
fund.
buy the distraction from the party
In
fund.
a
Excellent.
stall that looks a bit like this.
We'll have. She's showing off. We'll have 2 distractions, 2 nice hefty blow the bloody doors off distractions, and I'll have 3 little fireworks with pretty colours all for myself, please.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
that's
could
fine, just
I
cut
could
the
make
party
one of your
fund
distractions
by 2
multicolored
fifths.
That's
for
fine.
an extra
It's-
ducat.
It's £5 for a distraction. That's a bargain. Stop your whining.
30 in the party fund. We now have 20 in the party fund, but it's fine because we barely
No, we
use
have
that anyway.
26.
Just to let you know,
Like 30 in the party
a
fund.
ducat is about
Now
a
we have
day's worth
20
of
in the
work.
party fund.
A
Yes.
day's worth of work. We're going to find more ducats anyway on this island. We're going to go and rob the geese, Alice.
Well, we're going to hope that we find more ducats.
So
Yeah, we
you
never
would
got our
like-
50 ducats from that guy because we
Which
just spent
guy?
too much time pissing about.
No, you
Well,
did.
later
You
on-
took it off his corpse.
I was going to
Oh,
say,
that's
we
good.
searched their bodies, remember?
Okay, so
And we
Oh,
took
I
his
think that
tablet.
must have been during the time when I was not
So
there.
we're
you
going to
want
buy 1 distraction and
one
Oh, in
distraction.
that case, I have
And
177 ducats.
2 pretty coloured fireworks.
Yes.
Right, so you want one distraction. You can
Yes.
make that distraction multicolored.
No,
next-
I don't care about the distraction. What I really want to be able to do is blow the bloody door off if I need to.
Okay, so 1 distraction.
Well, that will cost you 5 ducats.
Yeah, we'll take that. And two 1 ducat pretty coloured fireworks. That would also make a small distraction if I need to.
Okay, so what I'll say for a multicolored firework, I will give you the pieces you need to make that. That would be a pinch, so that's
Yeah.
a ducat. The metal shaving bits, that's another ducat. And to make it multicolored, that's another ducat. So that's 5 ducats for your distraction, 3 ducats for your multicolored distraction.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
All right.
Beat you down to 7 ducats.
You will have to craft it, so I'm going to throw in this fuse for you for free, and I'm going to throw in
I'm extremely good at crafting stuff.
enough paper for you to make it.
Awesome.
I can't wait till this goes wrong. This is going to be awesome.
Oi, one moment. My craft, excuse me, is 9. Don't start with me.
Yeah, but that's still a less than 50% chance that your dice roll will go in your favour.
Playing with dynamite.
Please.
So
I
you
am going
have
to play with dynamite.
a 5
Nice
ducat
fun we've had.
distraction. Oh, and I'll throw in your paper and your fuse for the 5 ducat distraction too.
Nice job. Give me the goodies.
Here you go.
How careful do I have to be with these?
Don't smoke near these.
That's all right. I don't smoke. It's very unhealthy.
You're a hobbit, of course you smoke.
Don't put them near naked flames. I'm a
When you-
conscious hobbit.
When you say you don't smoke, the Hobbit looks a little bit uneasy. Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
You don't?
Current thinking tells you that it's bad for your lungs, and I need to be able to run
He still looks distressed.
away from danger.
Okay, and a 3-ducat multicolored distraction. Okay, so whenever you want to craft those said distractions, you will need to make a craft check for each.
Excellent, I can do that.
Otherwise, you'll just have a load of powder.
Oh, we can always use that, because do you know what? We can always just light a paper, throw it on the pile and run.
That's true.
It
This-
still work.
There's usually plenty of braziers about.
Yep. Chuck it in a brazier, set people on fire.
So your 5-ducat distraction is enough to blow the doors, blow the bloody doors off.
Yep, lovely, lovely.
Okay,
How thick a door?
well, that's a good question. Some will be thicker than others. Some may be beaded curtains, some may be thick oak and with spikes on.
I don't want to blow the doors off a beaded curtain. I feel like I can do that without much help.
I think your multicolored distraction would do that.
Nice.
Whereas your 5-ducat distraction would probably take the hinges off a oak door that is several inches thick.
Fantastic. We might be back later in case I need to blow holes in walls.
Oh, I'm usually here. Okay, what would you like to do?
Ooh, blow stuff up, please.
Yeah, well, just going to blow his stall up. Are you going to craft it, see whether it works?
No, not yet. I totally trust you. And if it doesn't work, I will come back and find you and chop you off at the legs.
Short enough as it is.
Just so,
But, okay.
That seems unnecessarily violent.
just so that you know.
Okay, point taken.
Okay, I'm off. Thank you, Hobbit
off.
friend.
You are very welcome.
And Tom is off apparently.
Tom's gone as
Tom's
well.
gone.
He's had enough of talking about 5-ducat distractions, clearly. Are you rejoining the
Yeah,
party?
we haven't done any
Hagen?
questing in a few weeks.
We have. What do you mean
It's not
questing?
It's just very slow.
Aren't we going
Picked
to
up
the
habit
island?
just last week.
Are you heading out to the island?
It's been a lot of
Yeah.
filler,
So you've left
not a lot
Egg.
of plot.
She's gone Matrix again. Yeah, so you've
Matrix is a
You've left Egg and Ginger at Ethel's. Are you heading into the pub, Hagen, to meet up with the party?
Well, I
Looks
thought
like you,
you
I was
did, don't
already
you?
Matrix.
And Mercer, are you going to go and see the captain
in
of
the
the
pub.
guard?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I am. Forgot
So-
about that already.
What I'll say then is that you are going to spend a day training with the captain of the guard, and that will cost you 90 ducats.
Awesome.
But it will increase your
Right,
fighting by 1.
136. So, just had to do some math
Lars.
there, so my
Oh,
brain
that's
Yes.
a lot of money, isn't it?
That's crap.
100.
That's crap.
It should be at least
No,
2.
you get 100 for each level of those, and then it's 500 for each of your attributes.
crap.
Yes.
Shockingly expensive.
Well, Lars didn't make these rules.
Well, the main rule is that you can change the rules if you want to.
Absolutely.
It's a bit like if you get.
So, Lars, stop being so bloody stingy.
I'm already getting a discount on the training, Charles.
Excuse me. Yeah,
We
you've got
believe that
10%
role
off.
playing is more important than rules playing.
And I've got
It
venom
says
and
it.
shit that I can use in
You
combat.
can't see
if I
it
really
because of
need
my
to.
background, but I'm pointing to it.
No, you're pointing to a coffee cup that is drawn like
Wait.
a cartoon.
Pose yourself properly for the.
And I don't care.
It says it in the first bit of the rules.
I've read
And
the
Lars
rules.
DM, which means he gets to choose which rules we change. Oh, Tom's back.
Hey!
Absolutely. So,
Tom, back me up.
Okay, we're going to the pub.
It's the
And I'm
pub.
better at fighting now.
Why not? Oh,
you
you are.
are 1 skill better at fighting, and the rest of the
Woo!
party has spent their day, chilling out. Hagen, did you want to play with your powders whilst you were doing that?
Okay, I'll play with my powders.
All right, so craft check for each. If you'd like to make a craft check for your, what do you want to do? Multicolored distraction or blow the door?
No, I want to do the blow. I want that blow the doors off ready.
All right, so make a craft check on that.
I want it ready. I want it ready. Hang on, I have to get a thing up.
I lent all the dice with you for a reason, Mum.
Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Charlie, I have something important to show you.
Is it all Ross?
You did it. Okay, so you spend several hours.
It's Halloween Build-A-Bear
I
trousers.
do not. My craft is a 9 and I got a 4. So I'll spend about 10 minutes.
All right, you spend an hour
Mum found them.
I crushed it.
working with the different proportions of powder, creating a fuse that will give you enough time to depart before said distraction blows doors off hinges. And you do craft something that you are convinced will work. When placed between the hinges, will explode with enough power to take the hinges off the door.
Or alternatively,
The doors
blow
off,
at
with the hinges
least
off
3
the
people's
door.
head off at once.
Potentially, yeah. We'll have to see how that goes. Would you like to try crafting, as you've got the rest of the day now, because it only took you an hour, to craft something a little bit more multicolored?
Oh, yes. Let's.
Go for it.
One moment, one moment, one moment. 6! Yes! Ah!
Awesome. So you
Thank you,
have
Violet.
another package that looks like it will, when placed on a stick, launch several feet into the air. How far should we say? Let's say 60 foot
Furlong.
up. Will launch 60 feet up and explode in a shower of multicolored sparks.
Oh, that's going to scare the crap out of everyone. Awesome.
You could, if you like, spend a bit of time with papier mâché to make it look like a dragon.
I would love that.
I used to have a big cardboard
I
dragon's
really
head
love
that
that.
Mum made me get rid of finally.
So you now have a
I've lost
Had since preschool.
dragon-shaped
Become
multicolored
sauce.
distraction,
Like,
Awesome.
and they will
because I
both
was the
work.
head of the Chinese dragon.
I'm
at
really happy
preschool
with
for
that.
Chinese New Year.
Charlie, I've lost
So I got to keep
my
it.
spec case again. I've left it somewhere in school. Yeah, but it's
Well, actually,
Oh, cool. And Mercer is now better at fighting.
Yes.
yay! Let's go. Let's go blow some doors off and kill some people.
Okay, so you do spend another night. Who's spending their night at the Golden Gibbet? Who's spending their night at Ethel's?
I'm
Oh,
going back to Ethel's. Ethel sounds lovely. She's looking after my goat.
She is. When you get there, Hagen, Ethel says, "Oh, I'm sorry, the cheese isn't ready yet, but I can offer you some goat's milk."
Oh, yes, please. Have you got any cereal?
Well, I've got some cereal that's been chewed by rats, but you probably won't want that.
I'll give that a miss, but thanks for the thought, Ethel.
You're very welcome, dear. Alanthea, are you at the Golden Gibbet?
I am at the Golden Gibbet. I'm sorry, I was chasing my plum sauce. So have they all gone back to,
Yeah, they're all at Ethel's.
and our people are still at the Golden Gibbet, are they?
They are, yeah.
Did you get the guy's name?
You didn't
Probably
ask him his name, no. You do
oops.
recall that Throdrick said that he dealt with a gentleman called Reeve Gilliam.
Okay.
But whether that is the Reeve Gilliam that Throdrick spoke of, you're not entirely sure yet.
Can't be that many, can there?
Was
Wouldn't have thought
this,
so.
is this the end of the day? Is that why they've all gone back?
Yeah, well, what we said was Reeve is kind of, he thinks you should be going within the next 2 days if you're going to go.
So it is Reeve.
Hmm.
Oh, shucks.
So, yeah, I guess I go there. I'm still looking out for dodgy people with a tattoo in the evenings with at the pub, at the inn. And I shall try and get some more info on places of magic while I'm in the town. You know, like amongst like just gossip and stuff.
Who are you asking? Anybody in particular?
It depend. I'm just thinking of people in the pub. Ask the barman for a start.
Okay, so the barman, when you ask him about it, he does say, well, the king has a magician, but if you want to speak to the magician, you would probably need to give the king some form of present before you go.
Ah,
He's not
okay.
going to let anybody into his court.
Doesn't he have enough?
Presents.
The king.
Kings never have enough presents.
I think the king should give me a present.
Well, you could try and convince him.
Hell yeah. To the palace. I'm gonna
Okay.
go get a present.
Is there many? There's no guilds of magicians or anything like that in this area.
Not in Oldford, no.
Okay.
There are schools of magic around, but not in Oldford itself.
Okay. I don't know. And what would the king like? This king.
Well, he is partial to fine wines and cake.
Aren't we all?
Cake's easier.
It has to be good cake.
I made pancakes the other day.
Yeah, better than pancakes.
I have a plan. Okay, great. I shall be going and
Better than
visiting
pancakes.
Ethel tomorrow. Find out how her cake making skills are.
I've got a goat that makes cheese.
Goat cheesecake, just what we've always wanted. And generally pick up any other information, you know, what's been happening, ideas of what sort of monsters are around, any ideas for treasure places that we could visit on our return, you know, places of that might have hidden treasures and, you know, all, just some adventurer tales amongst other adventurers and stuff while at the pub.
Okay, so whilst talking around in the tavern, you do hear talk of a crystal mine, which is, you hear more tales of the Bane Elves and tales of people that have gone missing whilst walking through the forest, through the dark wood, I should say. And you do hear tales of a dwarven crystal mine, which allegedly are miles of old mine workings which make a perfect lair for goblins and their kind. There is also talk about dwarves that live within the mine, some prospectors who are still trying to find a mother geode.
Wow.
When you talk to Throdrick about this, he says, yeah, but you'd have to be crazy to do that. And apparently this place is 3 miles southeast of the village.
Okay. 3 miles southeast.
You've also heard talk about a troll that was inhabiting the bridge outside Grobsmith, which has now strangely disappeared.
They killed the troll. Okay, fair enough. Very good. I was going to ask something else, but I forgot what it was. Damn it. Oh, anyone heard of Sir Dwayne?
Stoward, that
Howard.
yeah, that draws a blank. The only people that have heard of Sir Dawid are Reeve, Gilliam, and Roderick Brubane.
Okay. Well, that's a bit frustrating because we'd like to know more about him.
He's a
What
bit-
about tablets? Anyone? If I speak about tablets, has anything popped up? I'm basically just doing like the pub, chatting to people, and trying to find out information. Really.
Yeah. Are you revealing the tablets when you're saying this, or
No, I don't have them on yet. I don't think at this point, do I? So it's just literally, it's being subtle and mentioning. Does anyone know about any artifacts or stone? I've somebody wanted me to get some stone tablets. I don't know a lot about it, but before I accept the quest, I want to know more about it. Does anyone know about it? That sort of thing.
So people talk about symbols that they've seen carved on rocks and trees when they've been out in the forest, but they're not aware of any tablets as such. But they talk about symbols that to their mind represent things from nature. And some of them said that they have seen things like that in sort of temples to Danu, but nobody really knows the meaning of them.
Okay. No, that's pretty much all I'm doing, really.
Okie dokie.
That's my evening.
Okay, would anybody else like to do anything?
Wanna heckin' go?
If
Looks
not, I'll
like-
go to